Dining at Disney's Hilton Head Island Resort isn't about fancy meals or character dining. It's about slowing down, breathing in the salt air, and getting lost in small, cozy bites of Disney magic tucked along the South Carolina Low Country coast. If you're used to buffets, character meats, and park day staples, this resort will feel refreshingly simple. To me, that's part of what makes it so special. Today I'm sharing what it's really like to eat here, from classic Disney comfort food to a few local gems worth venturing out for. Let's talk all about dining at Disney's Hidden Gem of a Resort at Hilton Head Island. And to be fully transparent, there's only one place to grab food here, and that is Tide Me Over, a quaint, quick service spot right next to the Big Dipper pool. This is sort of the middle central area of the entire resort, so you can't miss it. It's the kind of place where everyone ends up at least once a day, usually in their flip-flops. The menu is simple but solid. It offers breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but it does close kind of early, usually around 5 p.m. and 6 p.m. during the summer months. In the mornings, you can grab Disney staples like Mickey waffles, breakfast sandwiches, bagels, and plenty of coffee. Later in the day, it's burgers, chicken, sandwiches, and more. Classic Disney comfort food that hits the spot right after an afternoon of biking or kayaking or even swimming at the beach. This is also where you can get your refillable resort mug. I love me a Disney burger, my kids have the french fries and chicken tenders, and of course we like the Mickey waffles and the Dole Whip. My personal favorite moment, taking a breakfast seat outside on the patio when the air still feels cold and the resort is just starting to wake up. I've got little ones, so we are often the first in line to grab breakfast. Note that during breakfast and the lunch hour, and I guess sometimes in the dinner hour at summertime, the line gets kind of long, so plan accordingly. I know some can find this lone option to be a little bit limiting, but to me, it's not about presentation or plating or, having a slew of options to eat from. It's about the easygoing rhythm that makes this resort special, like being able to watch a dolphin swim by while you're enjoying a meal here. I love the sign showing all the DVC resorts, which makes it feel extra magical. And yeah, it's easy and serves the essentials. Occasionally, there's also the Big Dipper cocktail menu sitting out here behind a little bitty bar right here by the Big Dipper pool. They've got really yummy drinks. I enjoyed this margarita once, and sometimes there are s'mores, but both these activities are not every night, and they're not really sort of part of a dining experience. There's no table service. There's just the quick service that I mentioned, but they are options to eat that I wanted to highlight. The second option is actually located about a mile away from the main resort, and this is where you're going to find the private beach house. Now, I have full guides to this resort, but you can take a shuttle here or you can drive yourself. Here's us going by the gates when we take our own car. There's private entry to the beach house for those staying at the resort. And once you're in here, tucked inside, you will find Signals Seaside Grill. This is actually the exterior entrance to it near the beach. It's open seasonally, usually in the warmer months, and it's one of those places that basically, to me, feels tailor-made for lazy beach afternoons. Here is the entryway, and here's another sign, and just to the left, you will see the pool. And yeah, when I mean by lazy beach afternoons, I mean that literally. It's typically only open from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m., so take note of that when planning your trip. You'll see Mickey-shaped pretzels, I love the teriyaki wings that I've gotten here before, a really big kids menu comparative to a Disney resort. Dole Whip, of course, you can get it here, and then the other essentials that kind of overlap with the Tide Me Over offerings. Here's a look at the inside briefly. Not a huge ton of seating there. Most people sit outside or will go to the pool or back to the beach. But yeah, there's lots of bonus seating here on the side. And there is a walk-up window right here on the left. I get a lot of questions about this. I've gone several times to this resort over various seasons. I've not once seen that window open. I'm not saying it's not in operation. And when I check online on Plan Disney's website, it says that it's available for those who are not staying there to walk up and order some food. I have yet to see that happen. But anyway, when you're hungry, this is worth a quick trip, and you can see wonderful views of the beach. You can sit on the deck, enjoy the breeze. And yeah, I think by just looking at this awesome space, you'll understand why people really fall in love with this area. Also, just across the pool from Signals is this Surfman Sandbar. It's this little walk-up window and bar area where you can get alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages. It is a really fun place to go. It wasn't open when I was filming it on this day, but it's also open for limited hours between sort of 11 and 3 p.m. like Signals, so plan around that. That can be hard when you have kids who nap during the day, but that's just a small qualm with someone who has small kids like me. But yeah, it's a great option. Alright, so other options to eat when staying at this resort are going to require you to go off property, which isn't that hard because it's not the biggest of resorts and it's right near Shelter Cove Marina. One of my favorite things about this resort is just how close you are to this local food and shopping. We often like to stay in our Disney resort bubble, and I'll talk more about this later, But when we are ready to venture out, we can go just across the bridge and find Shelter Cove Harbor. One of our favorite places to go is called Hilton Head Social Bakery. We are not sponsored. I just wanted to talk about this place that we like to go to. If you like pastries or good coffee, this is a must. If you like flaky croissants, yummy lattes, and lots of coffee options, some that are seasonal, and a perfect view of the marina, this is peaceful coastal charm. And I think it matches the island's energy, but it also is sort of a gem within a gem, if you know what I mean. I feel like the pastries and the offerings here are just a cut above, and really adds to sort of like a hidden cove find when you are at Disney's Hilton Head Island Resort and feel like you need to get off campus, so to speak, to find more options. If I could, I would just sit here and watch this view all day, but I have small kids. Other than that, there's a ton of other places to try here. We've tried Scott's Fish Market, which we found pretty good, and also San Miguel's restaurant on the other end of the shopping center. This was some pretty good Mexican food. I am from Texas, so I tend to be pretty a stickler about these kinds of things, but I really like the elote, and I did like our meals. So yeah, there's live music here, and you're right next to the resort. If you have little ones like me, you don't have to walk very far. So yeah, there's tons for us to try. Like I said, we mostly stay at the resort, but I want to show you some other options and just how close in proximity they are. All right. Honest reactions and reflections about this place. Let's have a quick reality check. Dining here is limited. If you're used to having multiple restaurants at your Disney resort, like I am, plan ahead for these more limited options. There's no table service restaurants, no snack carts, no character dining, no coffee carts, no spring rolls for all you Magic Kingdom fans. You don't show up like you do at Disney World with a range of advanced dining reservations across all 4 theme parks and the myriad resorts. A grocery run or two and a few takeout meals will make your stay easier, especially if you're here for more than a couple of nights. To be transparent, we take full advantage of the villa's kitchen and eat a lot in our room throughout the day just to make it easier on ourselves. And we sort of mix that with Tide Me Over and a few of our favorite local spots. But in a way, I kind of love that. The resort encourages you to slow down. You're not racing to make dining reservations or waiting in long lines. You're sitting on your balcony with a view of the marsh and a cup of coffee or your Dole Whip. You're watching dolphins swim by and realizing you don't need much more than that. It's simple, but it's special. All right. If you like this video, let me know your thoughts. If you've tried Hilton Head Island, if you have any thoughts about the dining here or other Disney beach resorts, go ahead, drop them down below. Thanks for watching. And as always, please consider subscribing.